Oburu Odinga anapenda chakula, mara anakula cake, mara anakunywa zile vitu za Mombasa inaitwa aje?
Mananazi.
Anakunywa mara na ametoa macho, anasikia hiyo kitu ni tamu, najui sasa kitu anakula ni nini.
Ladies and gentlemen, do you remember Oburu Odinga warning William Samoei Ruto not to touch the life of Raila Odinga?
I want to tell you, Ruto, that we are aware as a family and as Joluo and as Kenyans that you have very, very bad plans. You want to finish the life of Raila. And Ruto, we are warning you.
And do you remember William Samoei Ruto saying that he was going to make sure that he sends Raila Amolo Odinga to Bondo without his knowledge?
Ile kazi moja tu nimebaki naye ni kutembeza huyu mtu mpaka Bondo aende akae nyumbani. Si ndio? Ama namna gani? Si tutamtembeza na atafika nyumbani bila kujua.
Now if you know, you know. After some time, Raila Amolo Odinga agreed to get into the government of William Samoei Ruto. And it has now proven that the government of William Samoei Ruto is the only government that Raila Amolo Odinga never succeeded until the end. Something again is happening in Odinga's family. After the death of Raila Amolo Odinga, Oburu Odinga took over the mantle in the leadership of ODM. He became the party leader of the ODM after the demise of Raila Odinga.
Personally, I am a very truthful man.
And that's so William Samoei Ruto get so close to Oburu Odinga. When ODM was celebrating its 20 years anniversary in Mombasa, you saw what happened. It took social media by storm. People saw Oburu Odinga spitting out the cake that William Samoei Ruto gave him.
Because we saw the other day the party leader for ODM expectorating a piece of cake, Madam Speaker, after getting a bite from the president.
And that is now going to form the basis of this conversation, because as we are speaking right now, Oburu Odinga is nowhere to be seen. Ruth Odinga said that Oburu Odinga went to India to take a rest. Even Raila Amolo Odinga went to India to rest. But he rested forever. Now, what is it that is so special in India in terms of medical capacity? Raila Amolo Odinga died in India, the way the government put it. Yet before Raila Amolo Odinga died, there were a lot of speculations that Raila Amolo Odinga was taken to Nairobi Hospital. Then that is where he died. Then he was taken to Lee Funeral Home. But you know, the government can decide to design anything, because William Samoei Ruto decided to give Raila Amolo Odinga the state funeral. Kenyans are saying that there is something that is wrong with Oburu Odinga. And several netizens are saying that the cake that Oburu Odinga spat out in Mombasa was poisoned. Those are just speculations from netizens. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Do you think that the cake that Oburu Odinga spat out in Mombasa was poisoned? Because netizens are saying that that is the reason as to why Oburu Odinga has been rushed to India to seek medical attention. Remember when Oburu Odinga took over the leadership of ODM, very many people in ODM, especially the youngsters in ODM, were not happy with that move. They were claiming that Oburu Odinga is very old, that he cannot run ODM successfully. Remember, Oburu Odinga and Raila Odinga were only 1 year old different. Since Raila Amolo Odinga was the owner of ODM, and people said clearly that ODM was Raila Amolo Odinga and Raila Amolo Odinga was ODM. With the demise of Raila Amolo Odinga, we expected some youngsters in ODM, such as Babu Wino, Edwin Sifuna, Caleb Amisi, or even Winnie Odinga to take over the leadership of ODM. But when ODM decided that they were going to give Oburu Odinga the mantle to take over the leadership of ODM, people never took it positively. Some people say that Oburu Odinga, being the elder brother to Raila Amolo Odinga, was not supposed to inherit ODM political party. But after that, William Samoei Ruto was seen close to Oburu Odinga. And that is the reason as to why Kenyans are speculating that what happened to Raila Amolo Odinga is what is going to happen to Oburu Odinga. Oburu Odinga might be wiped out mysteriously, the way Raila Amolo Odinga was wiped out. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, in politics, nothing happens by default. Everything that happens in the political space is usually carefully crafted and designed to achieve a particular political objective. Remember, Oburu Odinga said to William Samoei Ruto that as ODM political party, they were not going to settle for anything less than the seat of the deputy president in case William Samoei Ruto was willing to get into the government with ODM members. That was a very tough condition. And that is what landed Oburu Odinga in trouble. Now that Oburu Odinga is in India, and rumors have started circulating online that things are not well. And social media is just a global village. And Oburu Odinga has his phone. If he is okay, then he should actually tell Kenyans that he is okay. That's the reason as to why Kenyans were feeling that Raila Amolo Odinga died long time ago. Because when Raila's death started circulating online, Kenyans were saying that Raila Amolo Odinga had died. And Kenyans were urging Raila Amolo Odinga, if you are alive, then show us where you are. Tell us that you are okay. Now Oburu Odinga is silent, and we don't know what is happening behind that silence. Was the cake that Oburu Odinga spat out poisoned? That is what Kenyans are suspecting. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Alois TV. In the event you're watching me for the first time, then please join my channel by hitting the subscribe button. If politics is one of the things that you're passionate about, then this is definitely one of the best platforms for you. Bye-bye.